When we first look at blood under the microscope, it looks confusing. Pink, purple cells, little spots, and somehow we're supposed to figure out what all these blood cells are. Well, let's start with the beginning, with the erythrocyte. These are going to carry oxygen, and they're all over the place. They have this biconcave disc. No nucleus, so they're not going to live that long, maybe 120 days. They're transporters. They carry oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitric oxide we need for muscle contractions. So red blood cells, or they're called erythrocytes. If we get cut and we need to form a clot, we have these little particles. They're not even cells. They're just little fragments that will plug up cuts with these fibrinogen fibers. Now we move to the white blood cells. The most abundant in the first responders. Let's say you're in a movie theater and someone sneezes and there's all sorts of organisms that flow into your lungs and you can't stop that. But you're ready for it. Your body's built to survive. And these neutrophils are the first responders. They're in our bloodstream constantly. And all we have to do is take care of ourselves, get enough sleep, eat right, have a good attitude, and we just pump out lots of neutrophils. Now this guy looks like a neutrophil, but it's not. It's covered in these dark granules, and whereas a neutrophil is sort of a clear background. I know it seems minor, but the difference is important. Lymphocytes. Well, we have lymphocytes because neutrophils are cool. They protect us against bacteria, but what about viruses? Well, that's why we have these special little warriors called lymphocytes. They have B and T cells that release antibodies that are going to destroy viruses, like colds and flu. The monster monocyte. Now we got lucky with this one. Often they get smashed because when the slide is made, the monocytes are so big, you just get a pink cloud. And you can see the shape, large. If you're lucky, you'll see this horseshoe shape. Okay, they're slow, but when they get cooking, they arrive in large numbers and become the phagocytes, which means cell eater. They eat everything that doesn't belong there, viruses, bacteria, even splinters. So when you get pus, let's say you have a cold and you get this greenish thick mucus, a lot of times that's dead monocytes. They've just died, saving you from infection. The last two of the white blood cells, eosinophils, which if you remember earlier, I said there was one cell that looked like a neutrophil. It has that segmented nucleus, but look it's covered in granules. And its relative is a basophil, which is right here. It has so many granules you can't even see the nucleus. Both of them have a similar function. They're going to release histamines, which bring blood to infected areas. So that's why when you get an allergy, you get a stuffy nose because the membranes are full of blood. Your body thinks it's fighting something dangerous, but it's just an allergy. But they also do protect us against parasites and other infections. So they have a function. I would hold back on the antihistamine cold medicines if you can. So you let these guys do their thing. Now here's that original view. But we've learned a lot since then, because here is erythrocyte for transporting oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitric oxide, platelets all over the place for blood clotting, neutrophils, first responders, lymphocytes for parasitic infections, antibodies, A, B cells, monocytes for phagocyte, and we can't find a monocyte anywhere here, maybe here, possibly. Eosinophils, maybe that might be an eosinophil. Basophil, can't see it, but they are for allergic reactions, the formation of histamines. All right, thank you for listening.